So, what do you guys want to do now?
I want to do research on the Doulos Corporation. I'm going to group. I want to find out what this corporation's about. I think this is our best chance to get real information. I think we should see if there's a library.
Yeah, and probably stick together so we don't get lost. And if we get lost, we get lost.
Well, and we don't have any money, so it's not like we can even go get lunch.
Yeah. So is there a console? Is there like some kind of registry where we can see, get directions, get like, the mall map?
Yes, you occasionally see an information kiosk where you can pull up like a map of the starport, the various shops that are available. And you do not see any bookstores.
Okay.
Did you say library? You do not see a library either.
Maybe we should go to the kiosk and see what's the information kiosk.
That's what I mean. You guys are on the kiosk looking for this stuff.
And there's no like encyclopedia or anything on the kiosk itself.
Is there like any computer labs with anything?
You don't see anything that jumps out at you as far as computer lab on the maps of the information.
Okay, so we need to, I think
As a matter of fact, when you guys are looking through this stuff, you're saying, wow, this is like really a tourist trap.
Okay.
So go on.
I think we should find a place where they wouldn't demand that we buy something, where there might be either workers we could talk to, pilots we could talk to, something like that. Maybe a place of ill repute that would be less likely to be monitored, maybe, or have Doulos employees at.
Like a place where pilots like to go.
Now you do see some bars and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I think I would be curious to walk into a bar and take a look around.
Okay.
What about parks? Is there parks?
Yeah, there is a couple of open grassy areas where you can take in the view above you and that sort of thing.
Is there a Doulos recruiting center on the station?
There is not.
Okay, that's interesting.
Isn't it?
Are there any recruiting stations?
Well, let's go with no.
Okay.
You've been to a casino, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like a Vegas casino, right? Or Atlantic City. Yeah. I mean, whatever you might expect to find in there is what you're going to find here.
Yeah. So I think we should go into a bar.
Yeah.
We should split up and try to see if anybody knows anything about the Doulos Corporation.
And then maybe
But let's not just ask them outright. Let's maybe, maybe we can start to talk about our story and see if they respond. Maybe we can say, oh, I just woke up, I don't remember anything, and here I am. I don't even know my name or anything. We should split up in one bar and see if anyone will tell us anything.
And then meet up in the city.
Yeah.
The name of the bar is the Stuck Pig. And when you go in there, it ain't exactly a swanky place. And you see people that definitely spacers. You do see a handful of people that are wearing uniforms, not like yours per se, but this or that corporation, this or that freight, this or that shipping. So obviously there are people like yourselves in here who work the lanes, so to speak. And there are, of course, just average people. What kind of people are you seeking out, or is that even the sort of thinking you're doing?
I would think average people.
I would
So-
want to talk to somebody who looks like they've been in space a long time.
Yeah, like an average pilot that's not from a corporation, because they might not know anything and just say bad things about it because they don't like the corporation.
Okay, since this is the last segment, we're going to try to do this a quicker way. Bardak.
I would look for someone like alone in a booth that looks, or a couple people that look very experienced in space, not from the corporations, and I would go up to them and say, "You would not believe what just happened to me." And then I would tell them, "We woke up, don't know who we are, don't remember anything, I have to drink this thing called brain juice," and explain what Jack said, and see what they can tell me. And I would be looking for, have they heard of this? Do they have any idea what is going on?
And you said what kind of people?
Like experienced,
But not corporate necessarily.
not corporate. Yeah,
Okay, not corporate necessarily or not corporate?
not necessarily. I think
Okay.
I would try to look for the most people that appeared to me to be the most experienced in space in terms of being in the most places, having seen the most things.
Okay. And where do you suppose this would be happening? At a table or at the bar?
I think it would happen at the table.
Table. Okay. I'll say that you came across a couple of spacers at a table. And you, would it be, could I talk to you guys a minute before you launch into the you won't believe what happened to me? Or would you
I
just
would
sit
just
down?
launch into it.
You would sit down and launch into it?
Yes.
Okay. So you sit down at their table and you launch into the guess what happened to me. And they tell you this stuff, or you tell them this stuff, and they kind of roll their eyes and act not surprised and say, yeah, Doulos people are weird. I certainly wouldn't work for them. I hear nothing but odd stories coming from Doulos people. And now we're going to pass it along. Who might you try to talk to?
Like space people that won't be in a corporation, at the bar. So if they don't know anything, maybe someone around me could have heard it, or like the guy in the bar,
Or
like
something.
the bartender could tell me something.
Okay. As you're sitting there trying to engage somebody in conversation, you overhear something come over on the TV. Now, don't read it out loud and don't show it to anybody. You tell me when you're done reading it. And then the bartender changes the channel over to the game. Okay? Because everybody wants to see the game. But that seems odd to you. And you, when you are with everybody, are going to tell them about that. Okay? But what I want you to do, don't read it off the screen to them. Just paraphrase. Tell them what you heard from the TV. All right, so let's pass it right along. Veronix, you're in this bar. What are you doing?
I would go up to people who knew this corporation.
Find out if somebody knows. And it seems like a lot of them have heard of Doulos Corporation, and they don't seem to know much other than they hear weird stories and they're a shipping company.
Well, I'm gonna go up to the bar, but I'm gonna see, I'm gonna just kind of scope them out and go up to one of them.
Somebody at the bar?
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe. Somebody not in the corporation and go, hey, don't I know you?
That's a good idea. Okay. So, tell me something about this person.
What do you mean? Like what they look like?
what kind of if you were specific, I missed it. Is this a corporate person or a civilian or
No, it's a civilian.
civilian, or at least unaffiliated? Okay. Don't I know you? And male or female?
Male.
Male says, looks you up and down and says, I think, yeah, you probably do. How long has it been? What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, same old, just working. And you? We went out on a date together, remember? Where was that? We went out on a date.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that he kind of plays along. Like if you're gonna think you know him, then he's gonna play along with it. And he's going to say that maybe it was at the low port on Zub. And that you guys had a lot of fun, but he's lost your number since then. Or whatever the space equivalent of lost your number is. I meant to call you back.
Okay, so it's obvious that he doesn't know about Doulos Corporation because he's playing along.
Well, he glanced down at what you assume he was looking at your name tag and your patch, but he doesn't seem to have any kind of response to that or opinion about it. When you glanced over, you saw Bosk walking away from the bar. And as you are sitting there trying to get information from him, you overhear something on the TV. I'm going to whisper it in your ear. And you better listen close, because I am only going to whisper it once. Okay? So, what you hear is... So you can continue your conversation with him, or you can feel like you've got something to tell the others and go reunite with them.
I want to invite him. I was like, well, it's gotta be bad working at the freight yards. Why don't you come work for us? You could come on our ship and work for us.
He's not biting. It seems to you that he would be happy to buy you a drink and maybe take you back to his place, but he doesn't seem to want to talk about anything else.
Okay.
So everybody has gotten a turn. Now, if everybody has gotten a turn, and so far you've gotten nothing aside from these two, which have gotten cryptic snippets. Boy, say that 3 times fast. Could almost be a band name, Cryptic Snippets. But yes, in all of the little fishing that you guys have done, you have found out only what we have already covered. That people do know about the Doulos Corporation, and they know that they've heard weird stories from the people that work for them. But that's about all that you've got. Which is still something, because it tells you something is just kind of odd here.
Yeah.
Since we are 10 minutes away from the final beeper, I would recommend that you guys might want to come together and share notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what'd you guys find out?
Like the Doulos Corporation was doing this thing with their employees.
What thing?
I didn't really get anything from the guy I was talking to. He was just playing along. He didn't know me. But I did hear on the TV something about the Doulos CEO. He was unavailable for comment at press time. So I don't know what they were talking about. I only caught that little bit of information.
Well, like they were like the Doulos Corporation was like recent, like denying recent things with their employees.
What things?
Like he allegations.
Okay, allegations.
So I wonder
That's
if
what he
they
had
were
for dinner.
alleging against Doulos. And I guess they must not have been able, they must not have been around for comment.
Or maybe one of us could like distract Jex in like in a cargo somewhere, or one of us goes into into his office and checks like his papers and tablet.
Where is Jex right now?
He's doing business somewhere.
We could go now to the ship.
We should do that and see if he's there.
Okay.
And if he's not, maybe one of us could go into his office, and then the others can watch guard. And then if Jex comes, we could alert them.
How about
Does
this?
our TV on the ship pick up local news?
Yeah, okay. I think you should break into the office. I'll watch the local news. You guys go practice unarmed melee in the cargo bay. And when Jax comes back, you invite him to spar with you.
Oh,
That's
good.
right, because he's going to have to walk right where they are. They could be standing guard, but be discreet about it. That's brilliant.
That's good.
Okay. So it sounds like you guys have a plan.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I gotta make a quick run to the lab, grab some stuff, and then I'll head to the bridge.
I'll watch the news.
Yeah.
So seems to me this is probably where we ought to break then. And you guys can begin this plan when we meet again.
Alright.
All right, I'm stopping the timer. Once again, you guys did great. You guys did some great chewing on the material, and I love where this is headed. And I congratulate every one of you. You're really setting it up and knocking it down. And I don't know if I can wait 2 weeks because this is getting exciting now.
If all else fails, we can just push Jax down that center thing and take the ship.